What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some more news concerning Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. You know, Anthony Joshua just completed a interview, and he gave his spiel on Deontay Wilder and the pros and cons of who wins. If Deontay Wilder wins, it's in the U.S. If Tyson Fury wins, of course we know because I just covered it. He wants it to be in the UK. Now, he also said something very interesting, and this has been creating the buzz around the boxing community. Anthony Joshua stated that Deontay Wilder doesn't hit hard enough on a certain level or on this level where they're at to keep a fighter down. Okay? Meaning there's more determination with what a fighter has at a certain level than any other fighter. Like Dominic Breazeale, he can put him down. Arthur Spilka, Luis Ortiz, those guys are not championship caliber, but he couldn't do that to Tyson Fury, and he can't do that to himself. Okay. Now, I know, of course, this is a matter of opinion, but here comes my own counterpunch of an opinion. Okay? I think that Anthony Joshua gave us an educated guess. That's the safest thing, and that's the safest way that we can put it. Why? Because based on the fighters that Deontay Wilder has knocked out, he's knocked out or knocked down everybody he's been in the ring with, but who? I repeat, who has he been in the ring with besides Ortiz and Fury that were really considered worth a damn? Okay? And then we really get to breaking down and shredding apart that onion. What would we have in the center? Okay? So the highest ranked person, the guy that had the championship status was Tyson Fury, and he wasn't able to do that. So it's fair play for Anthony Joshua to say that about Deontay Wilder. Okay? It's fair play. When he mentions levels, he mentions look at Ortiz, look at Breazeale. I can't argue with that, right? I can't argue with the skill set because Luis Ortiz, no head movement. Dominic Breazeale, no head movement. Those guys walked clean in. Well, Luis Ortiz didn't see it coming, but Dominic Breazeale walked right into a punch. So it's fair to say what Anthony Joshua's saying, but I'll tell you this. If Joshua was to get hit by those punches, and we can only assume that Anthony Joshua would not get hit by big, large, huge punches like those guys get hit because he's on a different caliber, he's on a different skill set, and he won't be allowed to get hit with punches that hard. Okay? Now, I didn't hear him say that because he's at a different tier, he can take a punch better than those guys did. I didn't hear him say that. Now, if he said that, it would be dead wrong. Because anybody that gets hit with that raw punching power, and really, Joshua kind of said that. He did say that, and if you look at it, hey, well, obviously it wasn't enough to keep Fury down when he did hit him. Okay? Now, one thing about Joshua, if I'm Joshua, I wouldn't be worried about how hard a puncher can get hit or this guy can't keep me down, because there's already in certain instances, right? Certain instances, he's admitting that he will get knocked down by those punches if they hit him. You know what I mean? Well, they won't keep me down. Well, let's not talk about going down. Let's talk about avoiding the punches, because I think that's what a lot of people's problem is. I think a lot of people get in there with Deontay Wilder and they see the inexperience, they see the awkwardness, they see what he's able to do, and then what they end up doing, they stop respecting the power. The last thing Anthony Joshua should ever do with Deontay Wilder is disrespect or disregard the best thing that he's known for. Because the one thing that he overlooks is that one thing will put him down and away. See, here's the thing. If you've never been in a fight with a guy that can punch like that, respect it. Don't talk if you did be or if you were ever going to. Don't talk as you know how this was going to be. You don't know. You can't base your chin off Tyson Fury's chin. Tyson Fury could punch worth of shit, and Anthony Joshua can, but just because Anthony Joshua has decent punching power, that doesn't mean Deontay Wilder can't knock his fucking head off. Okay, we got to be real about this, man. Look, Anthony Joshua saying, well, hey, he can't put me down, or he can't. Well, basically, he said he can't keep me down. Well, if you look further into that, you could say, or you could claim like, well, hey, that means that he can put you down. He has the power to put you down, but not keep you down. So obviously the punching power ain't that devastating like people claim. Now, hold on. I just finished a video about Wilder and his best knockout. There is an argument there. And I kind of hit it on this the other day. And Deontay Wilder about his punching power. Everybody, of course, his fans, the people that's riding with him, they'll claim this guy's the best heavyweight knockout artist ever. One punch. He has power. Yes, he has power. But let me tell you something. He either has less or equal to less power than David Tua did. Okay? David Tua can hit you and knock you out. Not saying Deontay Wilder hasn't. He's knocked out guys like Arthur Spilka. Dominic Brazil got up from that punch. He just missed the count. Luis Ortiz, same thing. Similar thing. Tyson Fury, they claimed he had a long count. Nonetheless, what people are doing with Deontay. Yes, he can hit hard. Yes, he's blessed with God-given punching power. But the way they make it seem, the way they amplify it, it is true. They make it seem like he's knocked everybody out the way he knocked out Spilka. And that's not the case. Because if he hit that hard, people would really fear him. People really wouldn't want to fight him. Okay? He has no problem getting opponents. In fact, he has problems getting away from certain opponents that keep chasing him to fight, and we know who that is, right? So, with Deontay Wilder, can he punch? Of course he can. Can he knock you out? Of course he can. To what extent? That's the question you ask yourself. Maybe that's what Anthony Joshua, I'm assuming that's what he's saying. Because if he's saying, oh, he ain't going to be able to do that to me, you don't know because you have not been in the ring with him. That's one thing. It shows confidence. I get it. But then it shows also that, hey, this guy ain't going to be able to do this if he hits me. That's just like saying, you know what? I ain't going to go down if a dude shoots me with a 22 bullet because it's a 22 bullet. That makes no sense. I understand his confidence. They're showing how tough they are. Joshua showed how tough he was the night he lost in Madison Square Garden, June 1st. I get it. A lot of people called him a quitter. I called him a survivor, a warrior, a soldier. But a lot of people won't agree with that. But what I will disagree with is Joshua saying what I won't do with this guy if he punches me. You don't know that yet. I respect the Joshua that had the interview that said, hey, of course he has devastating punching power. He is dangerous. Respect him in that aspect. Don't say, oh, well, you know what? He won't be able to knock me down and keep me down. It shows poise. It shows character. It shows bravery. But it's not the right kind of game plan, or the mindset, rather, going in there with someone like Deontay Wilder. Because let me tell you something. Dominic Brazil has a good chin. Sure, he's went down, but he's a tough bloke. He's a tough bloke. But what happened? He didn't respect Deontay Wilder's punching power, and his ass got laid out on his back. Did he get up to attempt to beat the count? Yes, he did. Did he beat the count? No, he didn't. Officially, that's a knockout. It wasn't a Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao December 8th, 2012, like Fight 4 knockout. No, it wasn't. But what it was a fighter that could knock you out long enough to get a KO. And that's all that really matters. You know? So, Joshua has a point. He hasn't knocked out the top tier guys. Now, if he knocks out Fury, fair play to him. Joshua can't say that no more, along with everyone else. They can't say that no more, right? But if he doesn't, Joshua has a point. You know, just like Golovkin. Golovkin got added to the redemption list today. Why? Because when he started rising in opposition, I don't think he liked it too much. I think he liked the idea of knocking out guys that he could beat, that was way below his level. I don't think he wanted challenges the way he claimed. Okay? Now, if Deontay Wilder's like that, it will be proven. We will see in time. As far as Anthony Joshua, that fight has to happen. Okay? And I think people that have punching power, they need to respect the other opponent's punching power. If anything that Joshua should have learned June 1st is that what I just said. Respect other people's punching power, because you don't know if that guy can hurt you like you have full intentions of hurting him. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this particular comment that Anthony Joshua made. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys can Counterpunch. Peace.